You are listening to a special episode of the ABC Music Talk podcast. As regular listeners know, the aim of the show is to educate through storytelling. As I've explained before, I now work with a few different companies, and I'm pleased to say all of them have tried to be as careful and thoughtful about how to react to the recent events that have unfolded surrounding the unlawful murder of George Floyd. Rota, the video creation platform, has made a public statement to donate 100% of Tuesday's purchases to the charity Colour of Change. Today, however, I want to tell you about my experience of being part of Empire. For any of you that know Empire, you'll recognise immediately how close the majority of musicians we partner with are to issues of race and the discrimination black members of our community experience daily. The events surrounding the death of George Floyd are sadly just a continuation of what we have all observed all of our lives. But this podcast is about education, and I know that leadership at Empire believes in demonstrating change through action. So, if it helps, I'd like to walk you all through what I have experienced as part of the phenomenal, livelihood-focused company that is Empire. Following the murder of George Floyd on the 25th of May, I started to see some internal personal emails appear from members of the team, including one in particular that struck a chord. The message was one of raising awareness, but also the offer of support, companionship, and encouraging of discussion. A rather wonderful part of Empire culture is to be able to offer comment to the entire team. It happens every week, whether it is welcoming a new member to the team, someone's personal achievements, or something like this. The company is now 100 plus in number and has been growing at a rapid clip, even through the pandemic-related lockdown. It's really quite something to behold, and I know our founder, CEO, and my friend is as much in awe of the development as we all are. By Friday last week, the team started to mobilise. It came together, and our wider leadership started to demonstrate just why they are in those positions of influence and trust. Throughout the weekend, it became clear to me on my socials how involved so many had become in the very real events that were happening in the streets across America. Watching the footage that was being shared personally enraged me, as much as it saddened me that supposedly educated people could treat each other in such a way. I am of course talking about the seemingly unaware actions of so many people in police uniforms. I do want to say though that the deeper I looked, I also saw much in the way of human beings on both sides demonstrating compassion and understanding, so it continues to give me hope. Monday saw an all-hands Zoom meeting, which I will fail to do justice here. Needless to say, it has had a lasting effect on me. I was tearful at times, encouraged and proud. It started with a message from Ghazi, some updates on initial ideas and intentions from the wider leadership team, but then on one of the most wonderful open forums of thought-provoking, intelligent, well-read and passionate discussions I think I've ever witnessed. I saw colleagues I've known for the last few years share deeply personal stories, but also explain very real concerns over personal safety, as some are located in trouble hotspots. The ideas of how to impact change as an organisation came thick and fast. There was debate. There was listening. Leadership stepped back from dominating the conversation and encouraged new voices to join in. But also so much shared love and appreciation in being part of a company that is so focused on improving equality. It's worth pointing out too that Ghazi has by design assembled the most diverse team I've ever encountered in all my working life. Post-call, working groups were organised, and when I woke in the morning, my inbox contained clear and concise direction for all to follow as they saw fit. It's worth noting that at no point was anything mandatory, and the call itself uncovered various alternative viewpoints. It was, however, agreed, though, that we all had the same goal in mind, that of equality for all. Later today, we have various wider working groups, which I'm thoroughly looking forward to. My colleagues are incredibly bright, articulate, and I learn continuously from them. You'll know this from other episodes in this podcast. We were given an out-of-office to use and email signature, both with links to Colour of Change, NAACP Legal Defence Fund, and the Bail Project, so recipients can easily donate. We were also provided an extensive live document of actionable items entitled "We Are Done Dying." We are encouraged to share the document, encouraged to give back, and encouraged to take action. The document, which there is a link to in the show notes, lists various external links under these broad headings. Donate to the family funds of victims. Yes, more than just George Floyd. Minnesota groups, including gas mask funds, Oakland and Bay Area groups, petitions to sign, bail and legal funds, and some hotlines. The document will continue to evolve, but it to me demonstrated the type of attitude that the team at Empire has, that of making a contribution to change through action by all. I personally will be spending today, before my West Coast American colleagues start their day, furthering my own education by reading recommended resources, listening to related podcasts, and of course, music from the voices that have vocalized the issues of racism for decades. I intend to listen, and I intend to take action in whatever way I can. Thank you for listening.